Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and watching Global Governance News TV. After more than 42 days, I am just before you. The big reason, my most just close to my heart, my mother is no more now. A great shock for our family, for me. So, as we know in Gita, Karmaniya Vadikarastu, and life is just a continuous process, solely immortal, and after knowing all facts. Now I resume, started my work from today. Thanks to you all. Will just maintain your love with me, with this channel. We have just tried to do many new things now with new zeal, new motto, new power, new energy. Thanks to all. Now today news just Canada last about 1 month more than about 50 days, 48, 48, 9 days. We have been just watching what is happening now. Yes. Since it is September to till date, the relation bilateral between Canada, Bharat and Canada is going to worse. That should not be. What's the reason behind it? World knows this, but PM Trudeau of Canada not trying to understand his mistakes, his blunders, for the sake of nation, for the sake of global society, just as he has been promoting terrorism in his state against Bharat, that Bharat will not tolerate at any cost, as our Prime Minister Narendra Modi already sent the clear signal. What has been happening last 10 years? You see the records of Canada, how it has been, why they had done this, why Mr. Trudeau made a statement in the House of Commons in Canada, how he can blame any country, either Bharat to any country, without any proof. Every developed and developing country is criticizing Canada for their for his baseless statement against Bharat. Even United States of America has also not directly intervened in this issue. So many reports have come and go. Some reports also says tips have been given by US to Canada, but Canada could not handle properly whatever information they have. This is part one. This is the first and last part and going to be how Mr. Niger is a citizen of Canada. As before the citizenship, his citizenship had been cancelled twice. He had gone Canada on the fake passport. All reports in front of the world. But why, in which circumstances, he had given citizenship of Canada? Is Canada is place for a terrorist? It's epicenter of terrorism. Will Mr. Trudeau will say like that? Canada is going to become the capital of terrorism, just like Pakistan and other states who is promoting terrorism, either Syria and others, one who are the friends of Pakistan. PM Trudeau should think all media of Canada has criticized them. Opposition leaders already criticized the PM Trudeau, where he had done the blunder against him, against the country, just to criticize without any proof for the killing or murder of the Mr. Niger, Ajaz Niger, who was a wanted terrorist from the list of Bharat. When many times the government of Bharat has written to Canadian government to hand over the terrorists, but Canada could not do it for the sake. But what is the main reason? For the sake of votes, for the sake of the politics, how just he is just supporting by the NDP, one a party, one of Mr. Pro Khalistani, that this thing is the leader of the party. From this support, you can understand how deeply rooted the Khalistani in Canada land. When I visited 2018 last, I was in Toronto. I have seen a board of the big land space. Welcome to Khalistan. I was surprised to see that board. How they have written like that? How government of Canada permitted this? As you know, there is no any sanctity of that demand, whatever demanded by the government of India. The latest news on this front: Canada pulls out the diplomats from Delhi, relocates them to Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, as government of Bharat has said. According to rules, the diplomats in their concerned mission should be the equal. The drastic move comes in the wake of the diplomatic disputes over the murder of Hardev Singh Nizar. As the many reports says that the murder of Nizar was a local, this is a internal problem, and but according to reports that it came to India, Bharat demand earlier this week asking Canada to withdraw several diplomats from its embassies and made exposed by the diplomatic dispute that ignited following Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau accusation linking Bharati agents to the extradition of Khalistani separatists in June. So India dismissed the claims as absurd and motivated and removed a senior Canadian diplomat in retaliation of the Ottawa expulsion of an Bharatiya officials. The Bharat government has given the Ottawa until October 10 to listen the Canadian diplomatic staff in that country to level on par with the number of Bharati diplomats in Canada. So this is the rules, and I think. But whatever I think, what is going on, this is not for the sake of global society, for the sake of peace, for the development, for the both the countries. But I don't know Justin Trudeau how they could understand, how could surrender themselves for the sake of the development of Canada people. And there is so many groups has been formed in Canada. Anti-Khalistani also there is six. They don't like the Punnu and whatever the leader, so-called leader. They should assemble themselves how Guru Nanak has formed the Khalsa Panth, that for the sake of humanity, but how they are behaving, this the anti-religion, the great religion of the earth, the Sikh religion, established by the Baba Guru Nanak Dev. That religion, Guru Gobind Singh, who are just already the sons of Guru Gobind Singh, has just sacrificed for the sake of the country, the young child. They should understand what they are doing, what they are behaving. They should not do like that. Why they did this? This is not way for the rule the country for the sake of politics. Trudeau should understand his mistake, and all the great men who accept their mistakes after doing mistakes. If you will not accept mistake, then call the adamancy that leads to the disintegration of the nation for the society and the violence, and you will not find the peace. So my concern is for the sake of humanity and development, as Bharatis believe in Vasudev Kutumbakam, Trudeau should understand his mistake and just think for positively for the sake of the global society and peace and development. Come to, come forward, accept mistake, and then go ahead. If there anybody is just he should not play any hand, as he is sensitive person. So I understand that issues. Whatever image have to do has been destroyed, like anything globally. So they should correct them. He and he only can correct the mistakes for the sake of peace in global society. Thank you very much. Next day we'll meet the with the issue. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.